Hello, this is Clean Money TV. Welcome to the Council of Coaches, and I'm Coach Tabby. And today I'm sharing with you about what are you consenting to in your life. So when we talk of consent, most of the time what comes to mind is romantic relationships based on issues of consent, age of consent. But generally, consent is actually permission to do something. We can define, the dictionary meaning is permission to do something or agreement for something to be done. So consent can be looked at in terms of not only permission, but when we talk of agreement, it becomes like something that is legally binding. Because I think when you sign any document, you asked, do you consent to have this done? So whenever you agree to something, you're consenting to do it, or you're consenting for someone to do it. So it's not only in the nature of a romantic relationship or sexual relationships. So when we talk of consent, the reason I'm speaking about consent is because we allow so much to happen into our lives. We are the gates to our lives. So most of the times, the things that happen into our lives, the things that we consume in our lives are because we allow it. So subconsciously or consciously, there are things you're consenting to into your life. And it's not always that whatever you consent to is beneficial to you. And that's why my learned friends will say that before you sign any document, you need to look at the fine print. The devil is in the details, that's what they say. So if you're signing up for something, subconsciously or consciously, if you're allowing something to happen into your life, if you're allowing certain people to come into your life, they could be friends, they could be acquaintances, they could be, people you interact with. The nature of these people, when you allow them to come into your life, what are they coming to do into your life? Whatever you're consenting to, for what purpose are you consenting to this thing or this person? When you give them permission, what permission are you giving them? What kind of limitation, have you set for them? So have you allowed someone to come to your life and do whatever they want? Another thing with consent is not blanket. So even if you say that I've allowed you to be my friend, are you limiting the nature of your friendship? Are you looking at every step of the way when you grow into knowing this person? And please, I want you to separate your mind from a sexual relationship. I want you to look at any kind of person that you allow into your life. This could be even your colleagues. When you allow them to when you become colleagues, that you consented to work in that environment. But what limits are you setting in place for the kind of engagement you're going to have with them? Are you giving them consent to build your life or to destroy your life? Are you giving them consent to train you and to mold you into the person you want to be? Are you giving them consent to pull you into whatever thing that they are doing, whether good or bad? Are you consenting to adapt into their lifestyle? Because it's all about giving them permission. So today I want to just change that mentality for you to look at every aspect of your life. Whatever you do, whoever you bring into your life, whatever you choose to consume, be it from the media or be it from any platform, you're consenting to have that into your life. So whatever influence that is coming into your life, you are allowing it to come into your life. So it is important to analyze the kind of consent that you're giving. What kind of documents regarding your life are you signing? What are you sentencing yourself into? What are you putting yourself into? Because most of the time, people will say that, I don't know how this happened. I don't know how I got myself into this situation. I don't know how I got into this place. But if you're keen to understand that whatever is happening around you, whatever is coming into your life, a good amount of time you are allowing it to come. So you need to be keen into the kind of things that you consent to. If you're not comfortable with something, if you don't think this thing is beneficial for you, do not consent to it. have a filter. I mean, there's nothing wrong with saying there's always a conditional clause in anything that you sign. So give your conditions. Give your conditions. If it's a friendship, give your conditions. Yes, we are friends, but when it comes to this, I'm not okay with it. Yes, we are friends. I can allow this into my life. Yes, you're my trainer. I can allow this. But when it comes to this, I'm not okay with it. Have your own limits of what you consent to. Have your own limits of what you consume. So if you depending on the kind of person you want to be or what you want to build out of yourself, you need to sieve in and look at what limits am I putting in place? What am I allowing to pass through that limit? Am I allowing just everything to come? You know, there are those kind of people who are like, whatever comes, you know, I'm not sure what I want, but whatever comes my way, it's okay, I'll deal with it. You don't have to deal with everything. You can choose to deal with what matters to you. So choose what matters to you. Choose the kind of friendships and relationships that matter to you. Build on that and put a limit. Protect yourself. There's nothing wrong with protecting yourself. Before you can give yourself to the world, you need to be there. You need to be there emotionally, psychologically, physically. You have to be there for you to be present into this world. So protect yourself and build yourself and choose carefully and keenly the kind of things that you consent to. Just don't be that kind of person who gives a blanket consent. There is nothing like a blanket consent. Everything that you engage with, everything that you consume, every person you interact with, every step of the way, every minute, you consent into whatever you engage with. People will throw everything at you, even at the office. You'll be that kind of person that when I have a workload and I know you allow everything, I'll just tell you, can you handle this for me? So you will never be an individual who has a standpoint. But if you know this is what I allow, then you will have your own standpoint. And this is across everything that you do in life. Everything, even choosing the matatu that you get into in the morning. It is about consent. Am I willing to get into this loud matatu? How is it going to affect me as a person? Am I willing to take 5 minutes jog? You know, am I willing to hang out with this kind of people? Am I willing to use my time doing this? Consent to the right thing. And the right thing is not universal. The right thing is what is right to you, what is beneficial to you, what matters to you. Then consent to that and use it for your own purpose and your own benefit. Consent to everything wisely. So if you like the content, make sure you like Clean Money TV, and we like to hear from you. So leave us a comment if